WMAZ Morning starts now.
It's nice and quiet out there for the start of the day, but as we continue our summer-like pattern, we will have a chance for rain and storms. I'll time that out and talk about when our best rain chance is for the week. That's all coming up.
Plus, hospitals may see long delays as some deal with being short-staffed. How one health system in central Georgia is handling the shortages.
And rolling up your sleeves for one COVID-19 vaccine now carries full approval with it. But is an agency's recent decision affecting your thoughts on the shots? We'll take a closer look.
Tatnall Square Academy has a new headmaster. I'm going to tell you all of his plans for the school year and introduce you to him in just a few minutes.
Well, good morning, everyone. What a beautiful start to the day in downtown Macon. It is 6:31 on this Tuesday, August 24th. I'm Caitlin Heck.
And I'm Wanya Reese. You could see the sun trying to peek out just a bit, but Courtney, like we were saying yesterday, it's crazy to see that the days are starting to get shorter now.
That's right. Yeah, our nice and long summer days are slowly starting to get shorter, and the closer we head to fall. Fall is what we call in the meteorology world the autumnal equinox, where we have equal parts day and night. Beyond that, the days get shorter. So September 22nd, beyond that, we're going to start to have those very short days. Get ready for it. But that also comes with the cooler temperatures. So I think we'll be happy for that after this hot week especially. Right now, as you're getting ready to head out the door, I do want to bring to your attention we have some dense fog in parts of Dodge County, Telfair, and Montgomery County. It looks like also parts of Treutlen County with some fairly dense fog this morning. Some of you, where you see those deep purple colors, experiencing less than quarter mile of visibility this morning. Drive extra carefully. Otherwise, this is your view. A little bit overcast out there. 73 right now in the city of Macon. Very, very muggy out there. We're all in the low to mid 70s to start the day, and we're all nice and quiet. The only thing we have to worry about is the fog in some spots. Now, we will have a chance for rain today. I'll take you through that. We are going to touch on the tropics a little bit as well. Those are starting to heat up. All those details are coming your way in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Courtney. A Central Georgia healthcare system is dealing with fewer workers at both of its hospitals this morning.
It comes as the fourth wave of the COVID-19 pandemic continues creating higher patient numbers along with staffing shortages. Between Houston Medical Center and Perry Hospital, there are 140 COVID-19 patients, 36 in the ICU and 27 on ventilators as of yesterday. Chief Medical Officer Larry Stewart says some staff are out sick or have sick family, plus some nurses are leaving the medical profession because of the pandemic.
He says this causes challenges as cases climb. Nurses must take on more patients than normal.
But that's what we're having to deal with right now. So it is stretching us thin, and of course that just means everybody has to work harder. And we're also asking people to take extra shifts. So there's a combination of all those things that we're trying to do to manage the crunch that we have right now.
And Stewart says yesterday's COVID-19 patient numbers are almost as high as their peak in January.
They reached around 155 cases at the hospital then.
Well, the fight against COVID-19 now has a fully approved vaccine. Yesterday, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration gave full approval to the Pfizer vaccine for people 16 and up. The vaccine also continues to be available under emergency use authorization. That includes for kids ages 12 through 15, and so some people with weakened immune systems can get a third dose. The Associated Press says Moderna also applied to the FDA for full approval of its vaccine. Johnson & Johnson says it hopes to do so later this year. Now, on our Facebook page, we want to hear from you if you've been hesitant to get the vaccine. Now that the FDA gave Pfizer full approval, we want to know if you are more likely to get the vaccine now. So far, though, a majority of you say no. That includes Joanna, who says no, sure am not. Jamie also says no, but says they would never try to force their belief on someone else. Plenty of their family got it, and they support their decision as much as their own. And Jennifer says she'd already gotten her first one. You can let us know what you think by finding this post right now on our 13 WMAZ Facebook page.
Now that the Pfizer vaccine has full approval, one governmental agency may take action to require some members to get the shots. Georgia's governor encouraging total approval of 2 other vaccines. You have a chance to get a vaccine shot today. Let's go ahead and get you up to speed on 3 other vaccine headlines we're following. According to the Associated Press, the Pentagon says it will require service members to get the COVID-19 vaccine now that Pfizer has full approval. A Pentagon spokesman says Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin is making good on his vow earlier this month to require the shots once the FDA approved the vaccine. The spokesman says they are developing guidance. They'll provide a timeline in a few days. Governor Brian Kemp, tweeting about Pfizer's approval, says the move by the FDA is a welcome step in the right direction. He says he encourages the agency to take similar action with the 2 COVID-19 vaccines still under emergency use authorization. That's Moderna and Johnson & Johnson. The governor also says he continues to urge all unvaccinated Georgians to talk with a medical professional about getting their shot. If you want to get a vaccine, you have a shot today in Macon and tomorrow. Today and tomorrow, the Macon Volunteer Clinic says health workers will offer the shots at the clinic site on Rogers Avenue. They've got the Moderna and Johnson & Johnson vaccines, so you must be 18 and up. Walk-ups are welcome. One today runs from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Tomorrow, it's from 3 to 6 p.m.
Well, it's easier for you to get a COVID-19 vaccine with the North Central Health District now. They expanded operating hours for vaccinations without appointments at all 13 county health departments. That includes Baldwin, Bibb, Houston, Peach, and the 9 other counties. On no appointment vaccination days, services run from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can check with your local health department for their specific days. And when it comes to vaccine booster shots, right now, they're only authorized for some people with weakened immune systems, and it only applies to the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines. You can register to get that extra shot in Central Georgia now. The South Central Health District says it offers the boosters at health department buildings and pop-up vaccination sites, not at testing sites, though. For more information on who qualifies and how to register for the booster, you can find this story on 13WMAZ.com. Turning now to news from across the state, it looks like Stone Mountain Park now has a new logo.
The board that oversees the park near Atlanta voted for a new logo that excludes the park's mountainside carving of Confederate leaders. It's another change by the Stone Mountain Memorial Association to address criticism of the park's Confederate legacy. The previous logo included a picture of the carving of Confederate President Jefferson Davis and General Stonewall Jackson and Robert E. Lee. The new logo includes an image of a lake and part of the mountain where the carving isn't visible. A federal judge wants to give part of Georgia's new election law a second look. I'm going to go ahead and start over. The judge that part of the law that broadly prohibits taking a picture of a voted ballot is likely unconstitutional because it could violate a voter's First Amendment right. On Friday, the judge granted a preliminary injunction on that section of the law, meaning it cannot be enforced for now. The judge declined to block a number of other provisions that mostly cover monitoring or photographing parts of the election process.
Well, could a former Georgia running back make a run for U.S. Senate? Well, that may happen. Former football great Herschel Walker registered to vote in Georgia, a possible start to him running for Senate in 2022. Electronic voter registration records show Walker recently registered at an Atlanta house owned by his wife. Former President Donald Trump urged Walker to run for Senate as a Republican against Democrat Raphael Warnock next year. The Heisman Trophy winner has been living in Texas, but has voter registration means he's declared Georgia to be his legal residence. And Georgia's other U.S. Senator plans a stop in Macon today. Senator John Ossoff's here to talk transportation and to ride one of Macon's new electric buses. His team says he'll brief local leaders on investments in Georgia's public transportation in the bipartisan infrastructure bill. They say the briefing starts at 5 this afternoon at the Macon Transit Authority Administrative Building. After that, he will ride one of Macon's new electric buses to Terminal Station on Cherry Street, and there he'll hold a news conference starting at 6.
A ban on new pawn shops could get extended here in Macon-Bibb County. Commissioners will discuss that possibility today. Mayor Lester Miller wants to extend the moratorium. The original ban on new pawn shops started in February but expired over the weekend. If passed, this new extension lasts another 9 months. A commission committee meets this morning at 9 to talk about it. Well, the time is now 6:38. We are just going ahead and we are rolling on along this morning. And I'm turning to my left and I'm like, I can't wait to see the pup.
I know. I was looking over when you were reading that last story and I was like, I can't take my eyes off
and
this
that
little
is
thing.
a pup too.
Yeah, this is a puppy.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
cute.
goodness. It reminds me of Colby when he was a baby.
I remember when Colby was just so little.
my
I know,
gosh.
so tiny.
Yeah. Oh boy, of those days passed.
He's a big boy now.
Colby's a whole 70-pound loaf of bread, that dog. I know it. Oh, he's so cute though. Just like Trixie is. Oh my goodness, look how sweet that face is. I feel like she probably fits in the palm of your hand. So sweet. This is from Katie Ham. Katie, I don't know how you leave the house every day and have to leave that dog behind. Oh my goodness, so sweet. So if you are taking your dog for a walk this morning, you might run into some patchy fog for the start of the day, especially in some of our southeastern counties like Dodge and Telfair, even some dense fog. It is going to be very hot and humid by the afternoon, and if you have to wait until after work or school to walk the dog today or do anything outdoors, you might be dodging a few showers and thunderstorms, so just keep that in mind. Also very important to keep in mind that the blacktop is going to get very hot today, so as you're taking your dog out and about today, just be sure that you're being mindful of their paws on that blacktop, especially as we go through this very hot and summer-like week. So that not only goes for today, but all week long. So why are we so humid? Well, you can thank the Bermuda Azores high, we call it in the weather world. Now, this does do some justice for us other than leave us very, very muggy. It can steer tropical systems. In fact, it did steer Henri and Grace out of our way. So we can thank that for that, but we can also thank the Bermuda high for all of that humidity that's getting pumped in to our forecast. And that is pretty typical in the summer months. In summertime, the Bermuda high is the strongest, so that's when we typically do see the most humid weather, which is of course definitely present as we go through this week. So let's put some numbers to it. Dew points measure the amount of moisture in the atmosphere. Low 70s today. Pair that with the heat of the day, it is going to feel more like the triple digits. Notice as we continue to pump in all that moisture off the coast, dew points tomorrow evening, afternoon and evening could be in the mid 70s. Once you go over 70, it's already very soupy out there, but mid 70s is extra uncomfortable. And those higher dew points for the next couple of days will also be thanks to those higher rain chances that we will have for Wednesday. Thursday does look a little bit drier rainfall wise, but it is still going to be plenty humid. So it feels like temperatures all week long, upper 90s and triple digits. No heat advisory today, but it is still going to feel more like the triple digits for most of the afternoon. That does, of course, include the time all of you students will be heading to your after school sports. So be sure you're staying, again, plenty hydrated. Have that water with you. Be drinking it throughout the day, not only when you're at practice. As we head through the rest of the week, again, upper 90s, triple digit feels like temperatures. With all that moisture in play, and as we stay in that summer-like pattern, we will naturally have a chance for afternoon storms. We'll stay dry through lunchtime just about every day. We could maybe have a stray shower before then, but most of our activity will come for the afternoon and evening. And it looks like tonight we could have a few thunderstorms linger into the later evening hours, even past sunset. As we head into tomorrow, latest model runs are hinting that we could have a more widespread rain chance, so we might have to adjust the rain chance for Wednesday. But either way, notice a few heavier downpours will be possible, maybe a strong storm or two over the next few days, because we will have a lot of moisture, a lot of heat. You pair those things together, you have a lot of fuel for thunderstorms. Thursday, we look a little bit drier, but don't let that fool you. It does look like for Friday, we are going to ramp up rain chances yet again. A little bit of a roller coaster of a week. It's going to be very summer-like, afternoon storms possible every single day. Temperatures will stay in the upper 80s and low 90s all 7 day long.